Hello, I'm Alina and this is a general reading. It's timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, it means there's a message in here for you. I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to draw 3 cards, and then we'll use the tarot to get more information. This is a message that the intention here is that this is a message from your higher self, from your divine self. So let's see. What do you need to know? We have our first card is Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. So kind of try to get an aerial view of the situation, you know, to figure it out, to have a different perspective, to see something perhaps that you're missing because you're too close. Let's see what else. We have Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. So I feel like this is telling you that you should trust your intuition. Let's get one more. And we have Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. So we have a combination here of intuition and logic. I feel like you have some information on your situation already. But it's like you're not focused on it, or it's something that you didn't pay attention to that is important to your situation, whatever this information is. Some sort of detail. Actually, it feels more like you see it as a detail, but in fact, in reality, it's more than that. It's a big piece of information that would help you in the situation that you're in, whatever that situation is. So let's see what the tarot has to say. What do you need to know? We have the Three of Wands. The World. The Devil. The Magician. It kind of feels like you want to complete something, to end something. Like to have a successful completion of a project, a connection. But there's something here that doesn't allow for this to happen. You also have Eight of Cups. And the Death card. I get the sense that the minute you're going to let this go, stop obsessing over it, that's when it will happen. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card. This is the Patience card. So you need to be patient and calm. Whatever this is, I see here that you have the resources necessary to complete this. So this is going to happen. But with the Devil card, it's like there's some attachment, some unhealthy attachment to the situation, whether the situation is a person or whatever it may be. It's like the minute you detach, the minute you decide to walk away from it, that's when the transformation happens. I see you here waiting with the Three of Wands. This is the card of waiting for your ships to come in. Like having expectations. Maybe high expectations, especially with the Devil card. certain expectations that aren't fulfilled, aren't met. And like when you detach with the Eight of Cups, when you let this go and you decide to look for something better or focus on something that's more positive, that's when it happens with the Death card. This is the transformation card. Big transformation. A big shift in the situation. Let's clarify. Let's see. Let's see the Three of Wands. We already have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Hierophant too. Again, I get the sense of being patient and not too attached to whatever it is that you want to happen or whatever the situation may be. For some of you, it feels like there are some rules to be followed, and it's like you want to skip over it. Like, for example, this is just an example. It might be your situation or not. But it's like when you want to be married and have a family, but you're not in a connection yet, or you just started seeing someone. And it's like you want to skip all the steps of knowing that person, of maybe living together with them to see what that's like. You just want to skip and get to the marriage part, get to the family part, get to the kids part, you know? And it's telling you to be a bit more grounded, be more present, and have a bit more patience. Like focus more on what's here now rather than looking into the past, way too far into the past, into the future, sorry. Let's see the world. What's the world about here? We have Nine of Wands. This might be a pregnancy for some of you, in the sense that you might want to get pregnant and it's like you try so hard and it doesn't happen. The minute you'll stop trying so hard, that's when it will happen. Let's see, let's get one more card for the world. We have the Two of Wands. There's a lot of planning here to the point of exhaustion. It's like you want to take a step towards something, but something else has to be completed. Again, I get that sense of wishing to get to the next step faster, whether it's in a connection or in your professional life, whatever this is. It's like you're tired of waiting, of planning. There has been so much planning that you're exhausted from it, and I feel like maybe I get the sense of overthinking too much. Like you have it all mapped out in your head, all the possibilities, you know exactly what to do, and things aren't moving for you to do what you know you have to do, if that makes sense. I feel like you're kind of exhausting yourself being in this energy of trying to push forward. Again, you'd have to be more in the present moment, to relax, for things to start flowing again naturally, because it feels like you're resistant here. Like you wish this to happen so badly that you create resistance. Maybe you want it to happen a certain way, and that's not what the universe has in mind for you. Maybe that's the problem, and you're creating the resistance, and things cannot flow the way they're meant to flow. Let's see the devil. We have the Ten of Pentacles. There might be some unhealthy attachment to material stuff here for some of you. For others of you, an obsession to have a family that kind of, again, makes you want to skip important steps in a connection. And we also have the Six of Cups. I kind of get that whatever unhealthy habits you have, or whatever the problem is for you in this situation, is rooted back in your childhood or in your teen years. There might be something connected to your family. It's something connected to the past. It might also be some sort of family pressure to do something, and that's why you want to fast forward through something that has certain steps that you need to go through. And it's like you want to go over that very fast, too quickly. Yeah, there's something here that happened when you were a child, or the environment that you grew up in had a certain mentality that now you're embodying, and it's not beneficial for you, not in this situation anyway. This is something that only you would know. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Maybe something that your parents used to tell you all the time. Something of the sort. Like some sort of programming, you know? That you have to do things in a specific way, or be someone, or do something specific. Some sort of rules. Let's see the Magician. We have the Lovers. And the Five of Swords. It kind of feels like if you manage to be in a more harmonious environment, or have a more harmonious life, you'll get more access to the tools you need to make this happen. And what I mean by that is the Magician here. This is the energy of someone that has everything they need. They're very resourceful, and they can make things happen. They can manifest out of thin air. But I see here that you have some trouble with this, with manifesting what you want, because there's some conflict here, and it feels like inner conflict. Again, we're back to this energy here of the heart saying one thing and the mind saying another. The mind has been programmed to think a certain way, whereas the heart is free. The heart has only love in it, and it asks you to follow it. And there's this conflict between the heart and the mind, which makes it a bit difficult for you to manifest. You can totally do it. You're just not aware, perhaps, of this energy here. When you become aware, you can start working on it. You can start to figure out what this is, what's here from the past that's kind of keeping you in some sort of bondage, a mental bondage, to follow certain rules, to be a certain type of person, to have a certain type of relationship, you know. Let's see the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. You have the Knight of Swords. The minute you detach, things will start moving very fast. And the Fool. Yeah, there's a new beginning here, a fresh start. So yeah, this is pretty clear. The minute that you'll release this mentality or whatever this is for you, you know best. That's when the energy will start flowing. It might be so fast that it will feel like a whirlwind or like, you know, a storm, but it's a good storm. There's a new beginning here. There's a fresh start. There's a lot of potential, a new path. Let's see the Death card, because you're going towards a powerful transformation here. We have the Devil again. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you, maybe you are a Capricorn or have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. And we also have the Four of Cups. I kind of get the feeling that if you remain in this position of resistance, of not being in the present moment, not like this person here, they are grounding themselves. And when they ground themselves, they center themselves, that's when the universe comes in with this cup for them. This is like a present from the universe. But with the Devil, it's like there's some sort of unhealthy attachment here, and it might make this transformation for you a bit more difficult than it has to be. Let's get one more card. There might be someone here that's keeping you stuck. Like when I'm saying bondage and being trapped in some sort of mentality, it can actually be more than a mentality. It might be a situation. It might be a person that is clinging onto you. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Things will change for you. It feels like no matter what you do, they will change. But it's in your power here with the Magician to have them change in your favor. I think you will still get on the path that you're supposed to be on, no matter what you do. But when you oppose to what the universe has for you, when you have too much resistance, this path that you're supposed to be on, you'll get there, but you'll just have a detour that might be painful and unnecessary. Not to scare you or anything, we're not talking dramatic stuff. Just the type of energy that is a bit more difficult to handle, a bit more dense maybe. There's something that you have to cut off here. This Devil energy, this is holding you back. Whatever this is. And I feel like for some of you, it makes you miss out on what's important. Because we have here, see the big picture, right? And the Four of Cups, this person has a cup in front of them and they're missing it. They're not, they have their eyes closed. They don't see it. Maybe there's someone in your environment that has a way of being that's very pessimistic, and it affects the way you see life, you know? Like you might see life through their filter. That's not necessarily a positive one. It's like someone is distorting your view on things. But your luck's about to change, that's for sure. The only thing you have to do here is to detach and be more in flow with the way things are, with the way things are going. Be more present, you know? Believe in yourself more, because you have this Magician card here. So you have all the resources that you need, all the skills that you need. So you can make this happen for you, whatever this is that you're working towards or wanting. Let's get some advice for you, and then I'm going to use another oracle deck to see how you can manifest your dream or dreams. But let's get some advice or guidance from your higher self, or some insight specifically for you in this situation. Let's see. First card is a time for healing. Yeah, something here needs to be healed. Something from the past, from your childhood, from your teenage years. Nothing is yet set in stone. Absolutely, you have free will. So like I said, you get to decide how things will happen. I feel like you're still going to get where you're supposed to get, but you might take a detour, or you might go straight to that path that you're supposed to be on. Things are still flowing for you. You still have I get this energy of adaptability. You can still try to make things change, try to adapt them to you. The energy is still there flowing. You can manipulate it. With the Magician here, you can manipulate it to work for you instead of you working against it. And you also have a win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, especially with the Wheel of Fortune card here. Your luck is about to change. Let's see. What do you need to know or to do to manifest your dream? And you have reflect on your priorities. Again, I feel it is very connected to this card, to seeing the big picture. The second card is attend to the details. That's interesting that I got this with a big picture, but also something about details. I feel like there are some details that are not actually details. They're very important stuff that you need to pay attention to. You're seeing them as details, as something that they're not as important, but they are important. Of course, I'm not sure what it is. You know best. You know what this is about. You know the details, right? You just need to do some reflection. Let's get one more card. And you have be humble. I'll put this right here. I hope you find this reading helpful. I hope it clears up some questions that you've been pondering. Maybe get some guidance from this. Let me know if it resonates. I thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.